Hey y'all, and welcome to my new podcast. I'm dumb and don't know what to say. Alright, so by the time you're watching this, I hopefully will have thought of a name and recorded a separate intro for this video podcast, but I guess I'll just jump right into finished objects, which is pathetically small right now. I've only got one and it was finished a long time ago. I've got a bunch of stuff on the go right now, which is kind of stressing me out, to be honest, and I'm about to start a bunch more. But so I have these socks that I made. They're just the vanilla latte pattern. It was my second attempt at socks, so they're a little like wide and short and fat looking, but that's okay, and they're two different sizes, but you know, it's okay. I'm new at socks, so I'll just keep giving it a try, and I've been actually wearing them around the house today and they're really warm and soft, so that's nice. But yeah, these are the vanilla latte socks by Virginia Rose Jeans. And the yarn that I used, actually it's really bad. I lost the ball band for this beautiful like blue-green yarn. I got it from, there's an Instagram user, Skiing Cocaine, and she does these sales on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think. And oh my god, it's bad news. I spend so much money just watching my Instagram feed fill up with all her beautiful yarn. So she had it paired with a bag, which was also really cute. I don't know where it is right now, but so there was that, and I loved knitting with this yarn. I mean, it's soft and it's squishy, but just watching all the different colors develop was probably the best. I don't know if you can see in here, there are these like really dark, beautiful blue colors that come once every round, and that was my favorite part for sure. They were so much fun to get to. And then for the toes, heels, and cuffs, I used Anzula Squishy in the colorway Gravity. And I got that off of Pearl Soho. And that one is a superwash merino cashmere nylon combination, and it's really soft. I used it, I have leftovers from another sock that I made for my mom, and it's so luxurious. I need to use the rest of it because I've got some really cool colors of it. So these are my finished socks that I'll probably put back on my feet in a little while. So we'll move right into work in progress. I've got 3 that I'm really focusing on right now. Most of the stuff that I knit is for other people, and a lot of this stuff is deadline knitting, and 2 of them were baby gifts, and the babies have been had. So shamefully I'm really late on those, and I need to get working on them. The first one is, and I'll try and find a picture and post it right here. This is kind of my representation of a triangles, diamonds, and squares Oh My by Grace Akron. I've changed it a little bit from the strict pattern. I'm using worsted weight yarn, Simply Soft Caron, white, black, and gold. She asked me for something very modular, very modern, and not really baby. So this was kind of what we settled on. This was my best interpretation of her favorite designs, and I'm very much in the finishing up stage right now. I've definitely got enough squares. I just need to sit down and sew them all together. sew up the backing so that I can hide all of the ugly seams and just get it all finished out. It's just kind of discipline and mind over matter at this point. But then my next work in progress, this is really cute, you guys. So I'm making these little booties. And so this is actually crochet, not knitting. I do a little bit of both. I just thought these were adorable. So my good friend asked, she sent me a picture of these and was like, can you make these for me? And I just thought it was adorable. And so they've been in my queue for a long time. These are the crochet pattern shark slipper socks by Stacy L. Ratcliffe. And so I've got a little, these aren't in FOs because they're not quite done. There's a lot of finishing work left. They need the little fins and he needs eyes and everything still. And I really would like, or he needs eyes up here, I guess. I really would like to stuff it in the front here so that it holds its shape. So I've got a little, still need to figure out how to do that. So I've got a little work on these left, but I really wanted to make, you know, baby and mom matching slipper socks. So still working on these. These obviously need a lot more finishing than the baby ones do, but I didn't realize, I thought that the whole thing, mom and baby matching slippers, would take about a weekend to make, and it ended up taking me all weekend just to get this one non-finished sole or whatever pattern done. I'm almost done the second one for mom as well, and I've got both babies done. But yeah, they need fins and lots of finishing left to do for a lot of my knitting. I like the knitting part, not the finishing part. I like it when it's done though. And then my last true work in progress right now is just stunning. I'm so excited for this. I actually just finished. I'm a little over halfway done now. But this is going to be the Meeks Bay shawl by Rami Hill. And I'm making this for a very good friend's wedding that's coming up in September. And I started putting beads on about a week ago, and just this last, you know, little third of the shawl just flew by, because I don't know if you can see the beads there, but oh my god, it's just, I'm so excited. And you know, this is lace, and it's so it's all just a bowl of ramen noodles right now, but you can still see it, which is just so thrilling to me. I don't know, I can't even, I'm so excited. I keep looking at it and petting it because holy cow, you guys. So this is knit out of Shibui Silk Cloud. She's not kidding. It is just stunningly beautiful to touch. But this is just bliss. It is 60% kid mohair and 40% silk. Oh my god. And it's, sorry, it's in the colorway Clay. So her whole wedding theme is kind of gold, rose gold, and so I was really trying to bring in a rose gold kind of color. I think I'm pretty close. It's still a little orange for my taste, but those beads though, I can't even tell you. That's like dead on the right color. Anyways, I could look at it all day. I'm really excited. I just barely started picking up. It's actually a really cool construction too, which was exciting. So she starts you in the center in a belly button cast on here, and I still got the waist yarn there. I need to take that off. It's not necessary anymore. But then she has you work it in the round, and then you put half of the stitches on reserve, which I don't know if you can see the little waist yarn that I've got there, probably not. And then take the other half and work it flat knitting back and forth all the way out to the tip, and then you go back and pick up. Well, I've started picking up, but I don't quite have the attention span for it. So I've got like 10 stitches there. But I'll get back on it soon. So yeah, those are my work in progresses. And because I've got so much going on for other people, and I've got a whole laundry list of things that I want to make for other people for Christmas, I kind of noticed myself slowing down a little bit on a lot of these projects. So I wound up some yarn for myself to cast on, something just for fun and just for me. So I decided I was gonna make a shawl because I keep watching the Grocery Girls and all they do is shawls, or not all they do is shawls, but they do all these shawls, and it really made me want to have a shawl. And I've had this yarn for a little while. This is another Skein Cocaine purchase, and it's just gorgeous. I've had it, you guys, I set this on my dinner table as like a centerpiece. I don't know, I think it's beautiful and I like walking by and seeing it, but it was beautiful in the skein. I wish you could have seen it in the skein. The white was really more dominant. In the cake, the black looks a lot more dominant, so I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to knit up. But this was actually a really cool yarn too. I need to go get the band, hold on. This yarn is from Manos de Uruguay. And they've got a whole little story on their cards here, but it looks like they're a nonprofit co-op for women in probably Uruguay. And it's really neat because they tell you who hand painted your skein, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, and this is in the colorway Cabaret, and I believe it's about a fingering weight. It's about 450, it won't focus, meters, focus, it won't do it. But it's 75% superwash merino and 25% polyamide, something, I'm not sure what that is. But, so I figured with this new, I've had this for a little while, and I walk by and I pet the skein a little bit and then walk off, and I wasn't sure what to do with it because it's kind of a weird, I'm not really always sure what to do with the yarn that I purchased. I don't buy it all for a purpose anymore. But I found this Secluse shawlet, I'm gonna butcher the name, by Justina Lorkowska. Anyways, it looks really cute. It's a one skein wonder. And she's actually doing a knit along on Letty's Knits. And it doesn't start until August 10th. And this morning when I found it, I was all like, oh, you're gonna wait and we're gonna do this knit along and all of that. And then I watched, one episode of the show that I'm watching on TV right now, and I was like, I could really use that to knit along on right now. So I went and I wound the ball, and now I'm all ready to get started right now, and screw the knit along, and I'm just gonna get started because I can't help it. But yeah, if you're interested in that knit along, I'll put a link for the group knit along thread and all of that. So that's one of my upcoming, it's gonna be on my needles in about 5 minutes after I'm done recording this. And then the other one that I've got coming up, this one's a gift for Christmas. This yarn is Anzilla Luxury Fibers in the colorway Aspen. And it's a worsted weight. For better or worsted was the name of the yarn, or the whatever weight that they gave it. But I just thought it was so beautiful, just this really pretty green. It's for a guy, and so I was really struggling to find a guy colorway, and I feel like this is close. It still feels really light for me, so I'm hoping that when it knits up into a hat, I won't be as concerned about it. Maybe I'll get my boyfriend to try it on and I'll be even less concerned about it. But we'll see. So the plans for this is to make a gray stone by Melissa Thompson. Really cool hat, really cool cable features, and I can't wait to get started on it. I can't find my needles. I know that I've got the right size, you know, 16-inch cable circulars in both sizes required to do the ribbing and the rest of the hat, but of course they're both, you know, gone. So I need to do a little organizing and figure that out. I wound this all last night in the hopes, oh, it matches my shirt. Wound this all in the hopes that I would actually get to start it last night, and couldn't find the needles, so that kind of, you know, took the wind out of my sails, and that's kind of why I was looking around for something for me today. I could really use some inspirational self-knitting. I don't know. Anyways, that might be weird, but that's what I do. So that's all of the stuff that I'm casting on currently. Oh, so here in Houston, I'm in Texas, and we just recently had our Fiber Fest a couple weekends ago, and I'm just really excited about that. That was such a fun thing. I only ended up going for one afternoon, and I really wish I had taken the time. I was taking a class at, I don't know, noon, and so I really didn't show up until it was time for my class, and it was a 4-hour class, and the Fiber Fest ended shortly thereafter. So I didn't get a whole lot of time to go through the marketplace, which is probably a good thing for my wallet. And I did buy a few things, which is what I want to show you because they're all really cool. But one of the things that I got was a bag, and this is from Diana Couture. Unfortunately, it broke already because I immediately put my little shawl in it and started carrying it around because I just thought it was so nifty, but also because it's got these little bridal girl patterns on it. I can't talk, I'm sorry. But it's just so sweet. It was all pink, and I didn't get it for that purpose. I just saw it and I thought it was so sweet. And anyways, these were great sized little bags for like sock projects and small traveling projects, and you know, the shawl was small at the time. But it snaps right here, and you can bring your yarn out the top or out the sides, and then it's got this nifty little handle. This is what broke, with a snap on it, and I broke the snap, and I've got the bottom somewhere. I think it's in my car. So I'll probably be able to fix it, but I just keep snapping and unsnapping it so often from my purse, because I just carry this thing around with me everywhere, that, yeah, it broke. So, oh well. I've got the more of the yarn and the beads in here. I was so excited for the beading, you guys. Like, I can't even tell you, it lit a fire under me when I was knitting. It went by so fast, and I kept bothering my friend with pictures. It's like, oh my god, look at it now, and she's probably sitting there like, okay, it looks exactly the same, thank you. Stop sending me pictures. But I got excited. So anyways, I also got some yarn, of course. This was the only skein of yarn that I managed to buy, and I thought this was just gorgeous. It's got some sparkle in it, and this was from a local hand dyer here in Houston, sort of, called Western Sky Knits. She's got a website that I'll link in here, and it's just so pretty. It's got all this purple, and there's a little bit of blue here on this end. That's just, oh my gosh, I can't even. And then I think, so let's see, what is it made of? It's called Twinkle Sock, and the colorway Boysenberry, which I think is really appropriate for the color that it is. And it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina, which I've never worked with, but I hear the grocery girls talking about it all the time. And I saw the little sparkles, and the sparkles are like, I think it's silver stellina, I would imagine, but some of it, like in the burgundy section, I guess maybe it got dyed along with the rest of the yarn. I'm not sure how that works. But so there are little burgundy sparkles. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. But I know some people who love purple, and I've got some big plans for this purple yarn. So that'll be a Christmas present. I'm really excited about it. Oh, and also from Diana Couture, I lost it. I lose things, like sort of lose them. I know that it's got to be around somewhere. I don't think I truly lost it. I think I just misplaced it. I set it down somewhere and then walked away. And but from her, I also got these cute little needle holders. So similar snaps. It was just a little envelope, and it's great for like sock knitting. And she even showed me how I can put, you know, the shawl I'm working on circulars, and she said they were great for holding circular needles as well. You can just stick them into the little sheath or the little envelope or whatever, and it keeps them. And it did. It worked really well for a little while until I set it down and walked away. But anyways, so that's all of my knitting things. And oh, I also got this also from the Fiberfest. I got this cute little necklace. It's a little heart pendant, and then it's got stitch markers on it. Oh my god, it is so adorable. I can't even. And you know, I was really excited. I love the idea, focus. I love the idea of having like your notions and stuff just right at your fingertips like that. And this was just such a cute idea. And these little stitch markers, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a little captive bead here, maybe. Focus. Nah. And they're square, and they're so cute. So anyways, I think the concept is really great, but in practice, when I wear this in public, I tend to lose little stitch markers, because if it sets down on the table or something, everything kind of goes all wonky, and then they work themselves off and around. So I bent it closer together, so it used to be out and a lot cuter than it is now. But I bent it closer together in hopes of keeping the stitch markers like actually on there. It's not working. It's really cute though. I really love the stitch markers. I was using them for my my shawl as well. But yeah, so that's all the knitting things, and I figured I'd talk a little bit about maybe what I read currently, because I read a lot and I love to read. I found this new series called the Dresden Files, and the critics, I guess, or reviews kind of tout it as the grown-up version of Harry Potter. I'm not sure that I'm totally on board with that description. It doesn't have the same feel as Harry Potter at all, but it is a lot of fun. I really enjoy, you know, sci-fi fantasy type books. I like the whole magic thing. So Dresden Files, I'm actually on number 7. I think there are like 15 or something stupid in the series. So I've got a little ways to go, and I'm just eating them up. Like I read probably one in about 2 days, 2 or 3 days. I don't know. They're quick reads. They're really fun. It's this guy who lives in Chicago, and he's a professional wizard. Like, he advertises himself as a wizard, finding lost articles and whatever. I don't know. I think they're fun, and it's not light. It's not light and airy like the first few Harry Potters. It's a little. He's funny. He's sarcastic, and it gets a little dark sometimes. What's on my camera? So that's fun. I would recommend you try that out if you are into, you know, magic and demons and stuff. And I picked those up right after I finally ended my Stephen King, what was it, the Bill Hodges trilogy. Oh my god. So the first one was the Mr. Mercedes, I think was the name. The second one, I can't even begin to tell you what the name of the second one was. And then this third one was the end of the series called End of Watch. Again, it's a Stephen King trilogy. Oh my God, it was so much fun. I love Stephen King. I love horror. And these were a little different. It was like detective horror all mixed together. Like detective story plus horror a little bit. I don't know. It was really well done. I wasn't expecting some of the stuff that he started introducing in the second book, because he brought it across as very much like a crime thriller. And then he started adding a little bit of Stephen King to it, which was really exciting. I don't know. It was a great series. So I'd highly recommend that as well. So then there are a few shows that I binge watch on Netflix, especially when I am knitting. Stuff that I've seen before, or that is light-hearted or easy to listen to, but you don't necessarily need to see what's going on. So a couple of those I'm currently binging on Supernatural. I had started that series a while ago and only got through the 6th season. And I stopped because I didn't like the way that the beginning of the 6th season was going. It was just obnoxious to me. But then I started seeing some of the later seasons on TV, just catching them. Like, we would turn on the TV for my dog during the day so that he had some noise to keep him company. And so I would catch the beginning of these episodes, and they were funny and witty, and I really found that I was missing watching Supernatural, and I didn't know what was going on, and I wanted to know what was going on. So I picked it back up again from the 6th season. I think I'm in the 8th season? 7th season right now. I don't know, but I'm enjoying that. And I recently picked up watching Penny Dreadful, which my friend suggested, but I found them on Netflix. I discovered that they put them out on Netflix, and those are so much fun. I can't even, like, they're gory and ridiculous and all over the place. They make you really, like, sexually uncomfortable almost. But, you know, if you knit, then it's fine. It all just kind of melds into the background. But yeah, those are a ton of fun. I think I finished the 1st season of those. And then my guilty pleasure right now and always is Pretty Little Liars. Because, you know, who in their almost 30s doesn't like a little bit of teen drama? Whatever. Anyway, so Pretty Little Liars is in there. They just started the 7th season, which I didn't even know. I was sitting, I don't know, I have it on record. And so I was looking through our recordings just recently, like a week ago, and I saw that season 7, I had like 6 episodes. Yes, I can go binge watch these right now. So that's what I'm watching right now. I'm actually in the middle of one of the episodes, and so that's when I started taking this, and I was like, okay, I've got to knit. I love knitting while watching Pretty Little Liars. I don't know why. Especially easy patterns. I really like easy knitting for Pretty Little Liars because I like watching Pretty Little Liars. So yeah, not very sophisticated tastes over here. So I think that's all I have for you this week. We'll see how this goes. I don't know who would really want to watch this, but I don't know. I'm watching all the podcasts and enjoying myself, so maybe some of you will enjoy. Alright, that was weird. I don't know what happened there, but it just randomly stopped recording. Anyways, I don't think anything's wrong. So as I was saying, I think that's all I've got for you this week. I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to get enough like knitting progress done to make this not really boring. I was noticing it was kind of stressing me out a little bit watching the other podcasts because they get so much stuff accomplished in just 1 week. It's intimidating. But I go through phases. Some days I knit a ton, and I just make all of the progress, and I want to take all the pictures. And then some days I just get home and I'm tired, and I make dinner, and I go to bed, and that's all I do. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe there won't be another one. We'll see. But thanks for sticking around if you stuck around, and thanks for watching. I hope you like this video and want to see more. I'm hoping this will be a fun time. I don't have a lot of people to talk to or with about knitting. Not a lot of knitters down here in Texas. It's a little warm. So yeah, I'm hoping to, you know, hang out with a few of you and make some new friends, some new knitting friends. So hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye. And then some of my knit watch stuff. Let me rephrase that.